Former President of the United States Barack Obama spent his first day in New Zealand playing golf with Sir John Key at a luxury course in Northland. John Key, Barack Obama and Max Key played golf in Northland. Photo. Instagram. Max Key. Mr. Obama arrived by private jet at midnight and stayed at Sofitel Hotel on Auckland's waterfront before getting on a helicopter this morning to play at Kauri Cliffs Golf Course in Mataora Bay. But few people managed to catch a glimpse of the famous leader before he left for the isolated course. An Auckland Westpac rescue helicopter crew member, ATI Wynyard, was on duty during Mr. Obama's takeoff for Northland this morning. A crowd of staff, media and others gathered at the pad, but it was Mr. Wynyard and the rescue crew with their red jackets that scored a wave from one of the most famous men in the world. "Well, he's definitely someone I never thought I would see in the flesh," he said. Crew members were alerted to Mr. Obama's arrival just 15 minutes before he showed up, Mr. Wynyard said. "You could tell there was something happening, because there were a lot of police Eagle units airborne. Police were blocking roads and access to the port," he said. Mr. Wynyard said Mr. Obama, who was wearing a casual grey outfit and golf shoes, looked relaxed before he boarded. He had swagger, so said. Former U.S. President Barack Obama tees off in Northland. Photo. Twitter, @Ans the marketing manager of in-flight charters, based at Mechanics Bay, Dan Burt, was also on site when Mr. Obama flew off to Mataora Bay. He hoped the weather would stay shining on New Zealand so Mr. Obama could see its beauty. The base frequently flies high-profile guests, but it was hard to beat hosting the former President of the United States, Mr. Burt said. A worker at Mataora Bay Takeaways and Cafe, Niria Poruka, was excited to have Mr. Obama in the neighborhood. "The whole situation is pretty cool," she said. "We're just little Northland and it gives us exposure. It's not every day you have the ex-president here." Former U.S. President Barack Obama and former NZ Prime Minister John Key played a round of golf in Northland. Photo. Facebook. Air New Zealand Mayor declines invite in favour of his community. Mr. Obama is expected to stay in the Bay of Islands at luxury accommodation The Landing tonight, before returning to Auckland tomorrow for an official welcome led by Ngāti Whātua at Government House. He'll meet with Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern before attending an invite-only event with more than 800 members of the business, Maori and political community. And while many would drop everything to dine with Mr. Obama, one mayor, Greg Brownless of Tauranga, will instead keep his commitment to attend a citizenship ceremony. Mr. Brownless said it was a shame to miss the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but he didn't want to mess up the plans of more than 250 people. He has offered an open invite for Mr. Obama to drop by Mount Maunganui next time he was visiting, Mr. Brownless said. On Friday, Mr. Obama will meet with 20 women from the Wahine Toa network of Maori women leaders before flying to Australia to meet Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull and then continuing on to Japan. Court rejects.com request for Obama to appear in court. Meanwhile, the High Court has rejected Kim.com's application for Barack Obama to appear in court in relation to a damages claim over the Mega Upload website. The internet entrepreneur filed claims for damages of around $10 billion in December against the US and New Zealand over the closure of the streaming website. Mr.com is wanted by the US on copyright and money laundering allegations related to Mega Upload, which was shut down in 2012 while Mr. Obama was president after an FBI-requested raid on his Auckland mansion. The High Court dismissed .com's application today, saying that his opinion that Mr. Obama's evidence will be relevant appears speculative at best.